So, Denver Broncos quarterback Bo Nix, through 2 games, has been amazing. He's been awesome, and I mean, I made a video about him saying how, I think he was going to fit in Sean Payton's scheme, how I thought, he was a pretty solid pick at number 12, and he's living up to all the hype that all the Broncos fans, have given him. He looks like the star franchise quarterback of the future for Denver. I mean, he's got a rocket-like arm. He has, he shows flashes of greatness. He's like Lamar Jackson. He's like, he's like the white Michael Vick out there. I mean, he's running amok on the defenses. He is just tearing the NFL up. The Broncos destroyed, absolutely humiliated the Steelers. They made their defense look cream puff today. I'm just kidding, guys. Bo Nix looks like fucking horse shit in 2 games. This guy can't fucking read defense. And I did make a video about how I thought the pick at the time was, you could rationalize it. It made sense. Because, a quarterback like that who is good, good accuracy to the medium, short part of the field, that's like Sean Payton's wet dream. He had Drew Brees, and he was really good accuracy every level of the field. Bo Nix can't read defense. And the thing is, when you watch his college tape, Nix, he had ability to read coverage. It was sometimes he was slow to get off his first read. And, sometimes he was, too hesitant to pull the trigger on certain throws. And that seems to be the kicker here. He's not reading coverage. He's throwing checkdowns every fucking play. And if it's not a trick play, he's not throwing it deep, because the one deep completion he had like 60 yards down the field was a trick play. It was like a double reverse pass. It was a trick play that he underthrew because his arm strength is below average. I thought he had an okay arm. But when you compare it to every other NFL quarterback's arm, it's borderline cream puff. You hear me say that word all the time, but it is almost a cream puff arm. It is very close. We're almost in that cream puff territory, but that is what it is. And once again, when you're comparing him to every other rookie drafted, Penix is sitting. We don't know if he's any good or not. Jane Daniels is playing in a high school offense, Cliff Kingsbury, which is limiting what he can do. Because we don't know if he can throw anticipation, on the break. We don't know if Jane Daniels can, be a really successful quarterback, because this offense, rewatch the film of once the All-22 gets released. I'll probably end up watching it. I'm going to rewatch the All-22 of the Giants versus Commanders game. There are so many passes that were within 1 yard of the line of scrimmage. It was ridiculous. Open the fucking offense up, Cliff Kingsbury. Anyways, and I thought Sean Payton would turn Bo Nix into, maybe an average starter in the NFL. But what I'm seeing from Bo Nix is hilarious. It's laughable. It's comically bad. This guy, I don't know if he's going to ever be fit to be an NFL quarterback, because he's a 24-year-old rookie quarterback who is not reading coverage, is too hesitant to pull the trigger on intermediate and deep passes, is just simply not accurate to the deep side, to the deep portion of the field, at least from what I've seen. Intermediate, the ball placement is, wildly inconsistent. When you get one play where it's behind him, one play where it's too far, ahead of him, too high, too low. Nix, he throws the ball everywhere. And I'm not saying that as he throws it to every level. I'm saying he throws it wildly everywhere. Like, just inaccurately everywhere. When you have a quarterback that's not hitting those, those tight window, sort of like the backside dig in the cover 3, get the whole shot, there's a problem. And he can't hit the backside dig. And Sean Payton's offense, you need to have anticipation and timing and be able to have the arm strength to throw on the break. I know Drew Brees' arm wasn't the greatest, but it was okay. It was an average NFL arm. What I'm seeing from Bo Nix is it's almost cream puff. Because the guy, his arm strength doesn't look good. It looks like his arm lost power or something. This is not good if you're a Broncos fan. This is the exact same offense as last year with Russell Wilson. And the Steelers won on defense. They're the best defensive team in the National Football League. I'm taking nothing away from them, but Bo Nix had no progression from the first game. 0. None whatsoever. With Jane Daniels, I at least saw some progression. He was throwing the seam. He was throwing up the seam more. He was throwing it more than 8 yards more. He was sort of testing it downfield. But Cliff Kingsbury, once again, he is limiting what Jane Daniels can do. If he's doing, I don't know if Cliff Kingsbury is doing that on purpose because he knows there's some, errant weakness in his game. And if he lets Jaden let it rip, he's going to throw a bunch of picks. I don't know. But we've at least seen something that would warrant Jane Daniels being a starting quarterback. Bo Nix has literally shown nothing. And once again, don't give me the trick play that they had the double reverse pass where he underthrew it on a 55-yard throw. Don't show me that fucking play because no one cares about that play. And he underthrew it. He has he almost has a cream puff arm. It is literally borderline cream puff. And if you're a Broncos fan, you're kicking yourself because you sold yourself to hype for Bo Nix. Once again, I thought he would be an average NFL quarterback. I wasn't saying he would be some superstar, but I thought he'd be a serviceable starter in the NFL. This is fucking holy shit. This guy looks like a scrub. This guy looks like, I don't even know, he looks like Bailey Zappi out there. Or he looks like just some shit. He looks like Trent Edwards. He's Trent Edwards. He is Washington football team, not Commanders, not Redskins, football team, rotisserie chicken leg, Alex Smith. That's who he is. That's his ceiling, is Trent Edwards, Bills Trent Edwards, mixed with Bailey Zappi. There's your comparison. You get Bills Trent Edwards mixed with Patriots Bailey Zappi when he was starting games. A borderline cream puff arm with a tendency to check down every play, can't read coverage, and doesn't know how to throw on the break. I mean, I thought Jane Daniels didn't know how to throw on the fucking break. But then I watched this guy, he can't fucking throw on the break. He doesn't know how to throw a breaking route. It's like he lost all of his skill from college. And the NFL is such a different beast where it makes Bo Nix, he looked like the worst fucking quarterback I've ever seen in my life. He looked like a scrub. He looked like the fucking 6'3" version of Bryce Young. And by the way, Bryce Young was fucking horrible. Oh my goodness, that midget is fucking, guy's garbage. That guy sucks. But Bo Nix he's been trash. I'm sorry. I know it's only 2 games, but I said the same thing for Bryce Young. The same thing for Caleb Williams, and I gotta hold myself accountable. I thought that Bo Nix would be a serviceable quarterback in the NFL. He fucking blows. This guy sucks. He can't read coverage. He has almost a cream puff arm. It's barely serviceable, if at all serviceable. And he's too hesitant to pull the trigger on throws. And he checks down way too often. This guy does not play like an NFL quarterback. And so far in 2 games, he has looked like complete fucking shit, man. This is not someone that you want to start long term because you're not going to win many games with him playing the way that he's playing. And I don't know if it's, Sean Payton has made some adjustment to his offense where, they're just telling Nix to throw the same fucking passes over and over and over, the same checkdowns over the middle, the same shit into the flats. Because Nix, there's something alarmingly bad about his game where they're trying to disguise that and mask it and make it look like it's not a problem. But it's clear that there's something wrong with Bo Nix, there's something wrong with Sean Payton. And I don't know if this is going to get better anytime soon because when I watched the first game, I was like, wow, this guy is fucking horrible. But it was 1 game, so I was willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I'm willing to give every other rookie quarterback the benefit of the fucking doubt. And Jane Daniels, he improved slightly from last week. And this week, Bo Nix was the same exact quarterback. Because take the 50-yard pass away. What did he do? Nothing. It was a trick play. It wasn't even like he made a great play where he evaded the pressure and threw a dime. He threw a double reverse trick play. It doesn't take skill. It's a 1-read fucking play. And Bo Nix has been terrible. Sean Payton, I don't even know what he's doing. He needs to move on if this continues because Bo Nix really doesn't look like the guy right now. He does not look like an NFL quarterback, folks. Thank you all for watching. This has been Mr. Truth, and this was nothing but the truth.